We're trying to be gentlemen in this world, the Democrats. You are gangsters. You are gangsters.
Is this the end of Robert De Niro's reign in Hollywood? For decades, he's been a towering figure in cinema, delivering unforgettable performances in films like Goodfellas and Casino. But now, his career is overshadowed by controversy. From public backlash to a shocking fallout with Warner Brothers, De Niro's once unshakable position in the industry seems to be crumbling. How did a legendary actor find himself at the center of Hollywood's latest firestorm? Let's break it all down. Robert De Niro's name is synonymous with excellence in cinemas. From his Oscar-winning performance in Raging Bulls to his unforgettable role in The Godfather Part 2, De Niro defined an era of filmmaking. Known for his ability to disappear into his characters, he became the face of gritty, authentic storytelling.
I was saying something to my grandson the other day because, that things just be calm. When things are going well, be calm. Don't think you're on top of the world.
His collaborations with directors like Martin Scorsese created some of the most iconic films of all time, such as Goodfellas, Taxi Driver, and Casino. However, as Hollywood evolved, so did De Niro's career. Over the past decade, he has shifted from groundbreaking performances to roles that many critics argue play it safe. His work in The Irishman was praised for its ambition, but criticized for its reliance on nostalgia. The use of de-aging technology, while innovative, highlighted the gap between the actor's earlier triumphs and his more recent projects. Despite this, De Niro's portrayal of complex characters still draws audiences, albeit on a smaller scale. His recent involvement in Joker and its sequel brought him back into the public eye. Playing Murray, a late-night talk show host, De Niro paid homage to his role in The King of Comedy. These performances served as a reminder of his talent, but also hinted at a struggle to remain relevant in an industry increasingly dominated by younger stars and blockbuster franchises. De Niro's relationship with Warner Brothers has been a roller coaster.
I just don't want to feel the way I did, and many of us don't, after the election in 2016.
For years, the studio relied on his star power to elevate their prestige projects, but cracks began to show during the production of Joker 2, where creative differences reportedly caused tension. Insiders revealed that De Niro's demands for more screen time and input on the script led to delays and frustration among the film's producers. The breaking point came with Warner Brothers' decision to remove De Niro from two major projects. The first was a mob boss film set to release in 2027, which was intended to draw on De Niro's iconic roles in Goodfellas and Casino. The second was an action thriller originally scheduled for 2026. Both projects were seen as opportunities to revitalize his career, but the studio ultimately decided his involvement posed too great a risk. The decision reportedly stemmed from De Niro's increasingly controversial public statements. Studio executives, including CEO David Zaslav,
I think it's appropriate that they were running their business, under the laws, right? Until you own a business,
you can't
the people that own it get to decide what to do with it.
Right.
We're very focused on CNN. We believe CNN is a critical asset to us. It's a leader in news gathering around the world.
Viewed his remarks as detrimental to Warner Brothers' image and marketing efforts. This fallout escalated into a public feud, with De Niro accusing Zaslav of unprofessionalism and threatening legal action. De Niro's dismissal from Warner Brothers projects had significant financial repercussions. He was set to earn $20 million for the Mob Boss film, a substantial figure that reflects his enduring status as a Hollywood heavyweight. With his departure, Warner Brothers now faces the challenge of finding a replacement capable of filling his shoes. Early casting efforts have reportedly been unsuccessful, putting the project's future in jeopardy. The delays caused by De Niro's creative demands have also had a ripple effect. Production schedules have been thrown into disarray, and the studio risks losing millions in sunk costs. The Mob Boss film, which was designed to draw inspiration from classics like Goodfellas, may never see the light of day.
I've been working with Martin Scorsese for more than 4 decades. What kind of relationship do you have with him? He's like a friend, a brother?
Well, we have a very good working relationship. And as friends, we are friends, obviously, but we also
when working together, I would say we even have a deeper relationship because we get more personal about stuff in order to convey that on the screen.
For Warner Brothers, this represents not only a financial loss, but also a missed opportunity to capitalize on De Niro's legacy. De Niro's threat of legal action adds another layer of complexity. If he proceeds with his lawsuit, the resulting legal battle could drag both parties through months of negative publicity. For an actor who built his career on professionalism and authenticity, this marks a dramatic shift in how he is perceived by both the industry and the public. De Niro's fallout with Warner Brothers is part of a larger trend in Hollywood. Studios are increasingly cautious about the public personas of their stars, prioritizing brand integrity over legacy. Warner Brothers, in particular, has faced backlash for its handling of recent projects, including the controversial cancellations of Batgirl and delays to The Flash. In this climate, even a figure as revered as Robert De Niro isn't immune to scrutiny. Other studios appear to be following Warner Brothers' lead. Universal is reportedly reconsidering De Niro's involvement in an upcoming project, signaling that his controversies have made him a liability. This represents a stark departure from the days when De Niro's name alone could guarantee box office success. The rise of streaming platforms and the decline of mid-budget films have further complicated the landscape, leaving little room for stars who don't align with the studio's values. This shift reflects broader societal changes. Audiences are increasingly vocal about the behavior of public figures, holding them accountable in ways that were unheard of a decade ago. For De Niro, whose career was built in an era when stars were shielded from scrutiny, this represents a significant challenge.
I love this city. I don't want to destroy it. Donald Trump wants to destroy not only the city, but the country, and eventually he could destroy the world. But we vowed we would not allow terrorists. I owe this city a lot.
The response to De Niro's recent controversies has been polarizing. Fans who grew up watching his films argue that his outspokenness is a natural extension of his passion and authenticity. They see his willingness to challenge industry norms as a testament to his integrity. However, critics argue that his comments have alienated both audiences and collaborators. And social media has amplified this divide, with hashtags and viral posts debating De Niro's actions. Some view his dismissal from Warner Brothers as justified, citing his alleged unprofessionalism. Others see it as a symptom of an industry that prioritizes profit over artistic freedom. The debate underscores the complexities of navigating a career in the age of digital discourse. For many, De Niro's recent projects have failed to live up to his legacy.
They're traitors. I don't even know how to deal with you, my friend. I don't even know how to deal with you. They stood there, they didn't have to. And there were other ones in there who probably were in with them a little bit too, and they found a way to get around. Not these guys.
Films like The Irishman, while critically acclaimed, struggled to connect with a broader audience. His attempts to return to mob-themed roles have been met with mixed reviews, with some critics calling them derivative and uninspired. This decline raises questions about whether De Niro has struggled to adapt to an industry that has changed dramatically since his heyday. While he remains a talented actor, his recent choices suggest a reliance on past successes rather than a willingness to explore new territory. De Niro's future in Hollywood is uncertain. While he has hinted at taking legal action against Warner Brothers, such a move could further damage his reputation.
I don't understand why people are not taking him seriously. Because you read about it historically in other countries that they didn't take the people seriously. I think Hitler, Mussolini, but they're fools and clowns. Well, there will be, and I hear it. There's some people. I mean, who does not think that this guy is going to do exactly what he says he's going to do?
Some believe he could find a second wind in independent cinema, where his talent and gravitas could shine without the constraints of studio politics. Others argue that his controversies may limit his opportunities, leaving him to fade into obscurity. What's clear is that De Niro faces a crossroads. To remain relevant, he must adapt to Hollywood's changing dynamics and reconnect with audiences. Whether he can do so remains to be seen. Despite his recent challenges, Robert De Niro's impact on cinema is undeniable. He redefined what it meant to be a leading man, bringing depth and complexity to roles that might have otherwise been one-dimensional. His collaborations with directors like Martin Scorsese produced some of the most influential films of the 20th century. However, legacy alone may not be enough to sustain him in an industry that is constantly evolving. De Niro's ability to navigate this new reality will determine whether he is remembered as a timeless icon or as a cautionary tale of Hollywood's unforgiving nature. Robert De Niro's story serves as a microcosm of the challenges facing Hollywood veterans in a rapidly changing industry. While his legacy as an actor remains secure, his recent controversies highlight the precarious balance between artistic expression and public accountability. As De Niro navigates this new chapter, the world watches to see whether he will adapt, endure, or fade away.